doing with. So I think
So,
so.
ma'am,
Yeah.
so, ma'am, can I request Ms. Charulata to brief the teachers about the netiquettes?
A very good afternoon to all of you here. I would just like to remind you about certain etiquettes. Kindly use the reaction button generously. If you have any query, please write it down in the chat box so that it can be addressed by our resource person, ma'am, at the end of the session. And kindly keep your mobile phone silent. Video should be on and your camera and please kindly mute yourself. Unmute only when you are asked to speak. And please log in from a single device to avoid disruption. Thank you so much. And now I request Ms. Kavita Gar, ma'am, to introduce our resource person, ma'am, Zahera Shaikh, and talk about her achievements. Thank you.
Zahera, ma'am, can I 2 minutes of yours?
Yeah, sure. Sure.
Thank you. So teachers, Ms. Zahera is a strong believer of the Socratic dialogue. I cannot teach anything. I can only make them think.
Her
Her
professional
professional aims are to bridge the gap between the concepts taught in the class and the real-life application, and to equip the learners with 21st century skills. She has numerous achievements, certificates, and awards to her credit. To name a few, brings STEM in schools by British Council, curriculum designing by Lambert's Teaching Schools Alliance UK, CPT training by Quality Education Asia, concept-based inquiry mathematics, and a lot many. So thank you so much, Zahera ma'am, to take out time and be with us for some time and then take lots of hands-on activities and solve our queries regarding the use of manipulatives. And thank you so much. Over to you.
Thank you, Sapita ma'am. It's my pleasure to be here and just having a sessions with all the lovely teachers over there. So I think so. Most of you have just replied what are your favorite digit and why. I have also shared my experience and why I don't like number 8, digit 8, and I love digit 1 because most of us would like to be on the top. We would like to be number 1. So number 1 we can relate like that also. Digit is very like near to our heart. Okay, let's begin with total. Today's objectives are like this. By the end of this sessions, you will be able to use these manipulatives in all possible ways. It's not just to use those manipulatives in a single way. Different way you can use those manipulatives. First is shape and color kit. I think all of you are aware of these kit. You are all are having this with you, right? Okay, next, maths flashcards. That is like digit cards, Dean's block representation, and 10 frame and with symbols. You have this one.
Zahera ma'am, I'm sorry to interrupt. Your voice is not clear. There's a lot of difference. Maybe in the mouthpiece.
Maybe. East counting string. Is it now clear? So, Mama? Yeah. Counting string. 10 frames.
Ma'am, could you be a little louder?
10 frames. Is it? Okay. Can you also show the manipulatives you are carrying right now? 10 frames. Dean's blocks. How many of you are carrying Dean's blocks? Yeah, I think so, all of you or most of you. Okay. Yeah, thank you. So first of all, I know you all are aware of the mathematics like part in how many different ways we are like we have to teach, we have to deliver the numeracy skills among the students. The first is pre-number concepts, right? Why do I have this pre-number concepts? Like when we teach pre-number concepts, it's these concepts are to be mingled, like meant to be mingled with the main number knowledge, number systems, right? Okay. So once the children are aware of the pre-number concepts that are like big, small, before, after, near, far, right? Then how those concepts they can use in new numbers, right? So when we introduce numbers, then first we go for the quantification and then we teach the number concepts. So how we are going to establish a connection between pre-number concepts and number concepts? These are the few activities that we are already been doing, right? First is the identification, then sorting, pattern sequencing, comparing, then it comes to quantification, identify the digits, digit formation, and the number concept. And we do these activities or these phases have been done through these four basic intelligences like tactile by touching them, kinesthetic with the movement of the body part involvement, visual by watching the videos or the stories, or auditory by hearing the sound or hearing the story of the poem, right? So I think so all of you are aware of CPA approach. Can you just drop a hello? Can you please drop your response? What do you understand by CPA approach? Kindly drop your response. What do you understand by CPA approach? I'm waiting. Using pictures, right? Okay. Thank you, Charu ma'am. Making the concept clear through pictures. Okay, blocks. Yes. Anything else? What does this CPA stands for? Yes, Khushbu, would you like to say something? Flashcard, popsicles.
Concrete pictorial abstract approach is basically when we use both the physical and the visual effect to make the child's understanding clear.
Yes, now it's a progression, the gradual progression to understand the abstract numbers from concrete to abstract, right? And to bridging these two concepts, like visual and your like abstract thing, that we need to have a pictorial representation in the class, right? If I make myself more clear, if I ask you, Khushbu ma'am, please give me 5, what would you bring for me?
Ma'am, if you ask me, please give me 5.
Yeah, give me 5. What would you give me?
And 5 pen, 5 pens.
But I have not asked you to give me 5 pen. Right. I have not asked you to show me 5 fingers. I've just asked you, please give me 5. Go and get me 5. What would you bring?
Ma'am, children will automatically ask me maybe what. Ma'am, what should I give you?
Yes, the question is what? It means the digit or the number cannot be taught or visualized without any concrete object. जब मैंने 5 बोला, you were not able to visualize anything in your mind. If I say, bring me 5 pencils, automatically you will be able to visualize 5 pen, right? So numbers are abstract, which cannot be visualized until and unless you use concrete object. If I say an apple, it's very easy for us to visualize, to remember its shape, its color, its taste, everything. But number, क्या होता है ये काला पीला गोल कैसा होता है? We don't know until and unless we have been given with some object, concrete object. So that's why we should introduce any number with concrete object and then representing that concrete object using pictures in the form of pictures and then move towards the abstract numbers. It's very important to have this process in each and every classroom, which when you have a maths classroom, right? Because it is very easy to visualize a number till 50, but 100 bolu, so what you are going to imagine? What will give you the example? If I ask you, just show me 100. Do you have any specific thing to show me? Maybe as an elder, we can say one note of 100 rupees, but that 100 rupees cannot be the visualization of 100. The children will not be able to visualize that 100, only one note, right? For that reason, we should go for the concrete object first, then pictorial, then abstract. Because when I'm showing you any concrete object for a number, many blocks dikhaya, right? It doesn't mean कि ये 3 blocks ही 3 hai. No, that 3 can be represented by any flower, right? Or by drawing pencils or stick or circle or triangle or whatever shape you would like to. So that is the bridging element, that is the pictorial representation of that abstract number that we follow in maths, right? Okay. Now, inquiries, how we are going to teach, deliver this concept CPA approach in the classroom, right? Most of us are already practicing. Maybe we are not able to identify those steps or those elements. As a teacher, we have been using this cycle in the classroom, right?
लगा दीजिए कॉल पे लेके वहां से दे दीजिए मुझे.
Okay. So first is
Teachers,
I see.
please keep yourself on mute.
अर्चना विजय सर के पास जाओ. ये
Yeah,
जो भी वो लोग
Teachers, please keep yourself on mute.
4A 4B 4C 3 से लेके 5 तक का बोल दो निकाल जी.
Savita
उनको
ma'am,
पता है. बोलिए 3 से लेके 5 तक का एक पेज में 2 क्लास
just
निकाल के
put
पढ़ा.
her on mute. Maybe she has
Victoria
forgotten.
ma'am.
Sorry ma'am, sorry ma'am, sorry ma'am. I'm extremely sorry.
Okay. Okay. So first cycle is I see, I think, I wonder. Second is I gather, I explore, I investigate. Third is I discover, I imagine, and I prove. Fourth is I plan. And then I create, I share. I listen, I reflect, I improve. I act, I change, I connect. So basically, this inquiry cycle fits in each and every concept that we teach in the classroom. But today I'm going to talk about only maths, right? Okay, first of all, let me know, why do we teach students about the number system or the number operation or the number concept? What do we are expecting from our learners? Why? Only solve the mathematics calculation or only solve the, like, get the marks in mathematics? What is the main, like, big picture behind teaching them the numeracy skill? You just leave your comments in the message chat box. What is the main motive of teaching or developing the numeracy skill among the students? क्यों पढ़ाते हैं maths? But we have seen that most of the children, when they go reach till 5, they lost their interest in the mathematics. Logical aptitude to develop, yes, correct. One of the reason, pattern and for logical reasoning, thinking, okay. These are the motive behind, yes, I agree. What else? Only thinking, we want the child to think only. See, maths is everywhere, right? And yes, it's true that while the children are not only children, when we are also engaged in solving some problems, we are using our brain the most, right, at that moment. Yes, Munish Chand, to apply numbers in their real life. Real, ma'am. It's a quite correct answer that whatever the skills we want the child to develop, the critical thinking, the problem solving, the observation skill, the sorting skills, all comes together, make the application. The child should apply those knowledge, those concepts in their real context, right? Whether they are teaching, they are learning EVS, English, whatever, they should apply those knowledge in other discipline as well, right? So the first, I see, I think, I wonder. So I'm showing you one picture. Just tell me, what do you see, what do you think, and what do you wonder by seeing this? I have picked the pictures as per this pre-primary level only. So the picture is quite related to kindergarten, right? So can you just tell me, what do you see? What do you think? Yeah, shapes. You see shapes, correct? Colors, good. Yes. Patterns, shapes, colors. Okay. What do you think it is? Quantity, house. Yes. See, when we are like displaying any picture and we want the child to observe that picture, whatever answer they are coming with, we should accept those questions answers, because when we are having VTS, the visual thinking strategy, no answer is right or wrong, because this picture has been observed by individual by their own perceptions. Organized shapes, right? Correct, Arti? Yeah, okay. I think, what do you think? Do you have any doubt? I think it's the church, right? What make you say that it's a church? Shape, colors, and ability to imagine so that child can narrate his own story. Correct. Okay. I wonder, a school. Yes. Yeah, you can relate. I think, I wonder, right? So like, I'm just giving you one of the example answer. It's not that whatever I'm just mentioning over is the correct answer. It's not that. Whatever you have just given me, your observation answers all are correct, right? I'm just giving you one example how you can relate this picture and the first stage of the inquiry cycle with the manipulative that you have with you, right? So I see a painting with a lot of shapes. Okay, I think it is made up of a lot of 2D shapes. I wonder, can I arrange the shapes to make different painting? This can be the answer. It's not the only correct answer. Okay. Now next, what is the next stage? Just a second. Yes. I gather, I explore, and I investigate. After this, I gather means here, whatever the teacher is going to teach in the classroom about the shapes, if she is going to show a video, a song, or she's just going to explain the properties of the shapes, they are just going to gather the information. And after that, they need to explore. Right? They explore that shapes around them, right? Where they can see, and they investigate. How they can investigate? Suppose if they got a coin, they need to contour of that shape and find what exactly this thing belong to the shape, right? So next, I gather the properties of the different shapes that teacher is going to teach or teacher is going to deliver the knowledge. And then children are going to explore that particular property of shapes around them, right? Or they can just try to use these shape kit and just put this shape on the object that they see around them, which shape is just looking similar to the object, right? If I take this and place on a coin, it will have the same impression or same shape kind, but maybe the size will be different. But what would be the property? It will remain same, right? Okay. Now I investigate. Next, I discover, I imagine, and I improve. So what they discovered? They discovered. Can you just tell me what they did, they would discover? If I have given you shapes and asked you to just explore around you and tell me what are the things that have the same shape, what would be your answer? Wall clock, watch, bindi, right? And what else? Coins,
Sun.
earth, bangles, yes. Yeah. Notebook cannot be of this circle, but yes, if they are having the rectangle with them, yes. Television, that is not a circle, but yes, it's a square shape. They can just trace it out, right? Chapati, right? Pizza, correct. Yes. Okay. So they prove. Again, I'm giving you one of the answer. It's not that this is the only answer. Okay. I discovered that things are around us are made up of shapes. Whatever things we see around us, all are made up of shapes. I imagine, what if I have a circular TV? What if I have a triangular school bag? Right? Now, imagination is that when we are asking the students to think out of the box, whatever the shapes we are looking at, okay, what would happen if it changed its shape? You are having the school, the blackboard. You can ask the students in what other shape you can imagine this blackboard. They will come up with the answer. Maybe it will be triangle or circle or square. So what would be the problem, or what would be the um, the plus point if you are going to have a circular blackboard? Can you imagine? अगर classroom की blackboard circle हो जाए, so what would be the positive thing will happen, or what would be the negative thing will happen? Can you just give me one answer? One positive or negative? See, whenever we are teaching, they cannot see around them. The stereotype should be broken down in the classroom so that their imagination, their creativity will enlarge. Less of expression in the writing, yes. They will come up with this answer. Okay, ma'am, if you write one sentence, we won't be able to see the whole sentence. Only few part of I can see. They will come up with this answer, right? Okay. And what would happen if they have a circular TV? What would happen? Maybe the characters or their TV programs, they won't be able to see the whole thing in a one go, right? So in this way, and hence they prove that, what they prove? That the properties of the shape will be the same irrespective of the size, color, and placement of the shapes. Suppose if I have this green triangle, right? If I flip it like this or change the color or the shape, does it change into another shape? क्या कोई दूसरा shape बन जाता है? No. If I have this square, if I flip it like this, does it remain the same, or it becomes the diamond or the kite? What does it become? Is it the same square? See here, no money, ma'am. See, you are money, right? If you just turn like this or like this, you will not become Kirti ma'am. You will be the money ma'am only, right? So it is same with the shape. If I'm holding a square, the property of square will remain same. If I just flip it or turn it or place the position, it will not change. So this concept should be given to the children, that whatever the position, color, or the size of the shapes it will be, the property will remain same. एक triangle है that we have in a sandwich. That triangle is has the same property as we see the triangle in the bridges. Maybe the sizes are different. The materials used in those things are different, but the property of triangles will remain same. That should be given in the classroom when you have a lot of exploration, a lot of questions, a lot of imagination activities in the classroom, right? Okay.
Ma'am, sorry to intervene.
Yeah.
If I have to explain a diamond,
Yeah.
what will be the properties? Won't it
Again,
be
diamond has different property than the square, right?
okay?
Their diagonals are different, and we don't teach that property in pre-primary. That comes when they are in grade 3 onwards, right? Diamond. Talk about diamond. The diagonals are different, right?
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, now I plan, I create, I share. Can you just tell me what do you plan to create something? Like you are now, all of you have these shapes with you. Now plan how you're going to use this shape and what you're going to create. I'm just giving you one example, then it will be easier for you to understand. Just see. I have planned, just see this shape, this rocket shape. I plan 3 squares, 1 triangle, 4 circles to create a model of rocket. I plan it. I have decided what shapes I'm going to use. Okay? I create. Then I created that design. Then I shared my design with the class. Now it's your turn. Just pick up the shapes that you have and plan it first. What shapes you're going to use, because planning is must. Randomly आप लेने जाओगे, so it will be like taking a lot of time. First you plan कि आपको कौन-कौन सा shape लेना है. Plan it and then use those shapes to create a design or a pattern, whatever. Share your plan in the chat box. Suppose I'm taking, like I have given you the example, 3 squares, 1 triangle, 4 circles. Now what I can create with these shapes. Plan one circle, 1 square and 4 rectangles. Okay, what shape you can create? Just create it. Baby, is it baby? 1 circle with head. Okay, body, 1 circle for head, right? 1 square for body and 4 rectangles for 4 limbs. Am I correct?
Ma'am, may I?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Sure.
Ma'am, we are going to decorate pizza, ma'am.
Okay,
We
so
will
a
make
big
we will
circle,
make big circle and we will give them triangles, circles,
small triangle
square,
circles. Yes.
and ask them to decorate their pizza accordingly.
Yeah, see, we are not going to demonstrate. As a students, they need to think the way you have thought of, right? We are not going to ask them, we are not going to demonstrate. हम नहीं बोलेंगे उनको कि बनाना है. They will come up with the ideas like you have come up, right? I plan, I create, I share is not at all the demonstrative part. यहाँ पे आपको plan करके नहीं बताना है. The students should plan by themselves in a group or in pair or individual. An engine, right? Yes. Okay. House, semicircle, and 2 circle. Car, correct. See, they can see if the children are coming with the pattern also, accept that. It doesn't mean that कि आपने बोला design बनाने को, तो they need to come up with the design only. They can create a pattern as well. Okay, because before we go for making a design, the students should understand the pattern, right? Okay. Okay, now I listen. Now, once when you are sharing your design, you are talking about your planning, that I have chosen one big circle and then small circles and triangles as a topping. So the rest of the class will listen to you, right? And they will reflect on their own design, whether they have created correctly, they have used correctly or not. And then if they have any misconception, if they are making a car with small squares, making it as a wheel, they will rectify their creation, right? Teachers, please keep yourself mute. Okay, I listen to my friends sharing their creation. I reflect on my work and rectify my misconception if I have. I improve my design. So this was just like knowing, exploring, elaborating, or proving, verifying the knowledge or the concept that we want the child to acquire. And the last part is I act, I change, and I connect. The last part is must, that they should give a connection. They should get a connection where they can use this shape, color, or the size, right? This concept where they can use it. I act to apply the knowledge in real world context. They can apply, right, these shapes in the real life context. I change my work as per the need. I connect the theory in the practical form. Like, see, in EVS, if we are teaching them fruits, we can ask them to create a fruit basket. And that when they are creating the fruit basket, they're applying the knowledge of shapes. When we are asking them to create a fruit basket with different color, they're using the color concept, right? And this, when we ask them to create an art piece using this shape, they are applying, they are using this circle, cutting into 3 different pieces and creating a Christmas tree. So this is where we can apply this mathematical or the abstract concept in other contexts as well. जब मैंने EVS पढ़ाया, तो we can ask them to draw, or we can ask them to create a model using these shapes. जब मैंने art and craft पढ़ाया, or we are making them to understand like what is this, the Xmas tree starts for with a letter, so we can create this art activity as well. So now I am showing you this picture, and I would like you to tell me, what do you see, what do you think, and what do you wonder? You are having this Dean's blocks with you. You just try to identify these blocks that I am showing on the screen and tell me, what do you see in the chat box? What do you see? What do you think? And what do you wonder? Squares, small squares, okay. Anything else? I see 3 lines and few squares. Yes. Letter N, okay. N, okay. N. Green and orange squares, correct? Okay. Letter X and I, letter X and I, okay. Square shaped rod, okay. How many rods do you see? See yellow and green squares, I think it's letter N, but I wonder why green squares are used, okay. Letter X, V, N, okay, 3. Can you just tell me how many yellow squares you can see? Each line has 10 squares. Yes, Manima, good observation. 30, 30, okay. 2 slanting lines and 1, okay. 33, Pooja ma'am. 3 and 4 ones. Rimmi ma'am, what make you say that it's 3 10s and 4 1? 34, okay. Okay. What do you wonder about? Pooja ma'am, how do you, what make you say that it's 3 10s and 4 1s? क्या है जो आप देख के कह पा रहे हो कि it's 3 10s and 4 1s? Yes,
one
Pooja.
entire rod is divided into 10 parts, which makes
Okay.
1 10s, and 3
Okay.
rods equally makes 3 10s, and 4 blocks are separated. So 3 10s and 4 1s makes 34.
Yeah. Okay. So you are observing this design or this rods in terms of numbers. right? You are correct. And the rest of you are also correct, because I told you earlier, whatever the pictures we are like showing in the classroom to the children, whatever the answer is coming from their perspective, please accept those, because see, you all are correct. Somebody can say yes, it's n x correct. And falling building, yes, I would love to hear this. A falling building, Aarti ma'am. Okay, so okay, we have covered one first step. Now second stage, I gather, I explore, I investigate. Right now I'm just giving you an information that these are called Dean's block, and these yellow blocks or small squares are known as rod of tens, and these green small squares are known as unit blocks. So I am giving you the information as a teacher, and you are gathering the information, right? So these are called Dean's blocks. These yellow are called rod of 10, and these are unit blocks. Okay. Now explore. You have these Dean's blocks with you. Now explore and investigate whether I'm telling you, or you, the Puja ma'am, is telling correct. Is it 34? How we are going to investigate? कैसे investigate करोगे आप? You have these Dean's blocks with you, right? This is a picture. So you will be able to, like, it's very clear to you that these yellow rods are divided into 10, right? 10. Yeah. Manima, correct. Okay.
So when each block is divided, each strip is divided into 10 blocks of each. This makes 1 tens. For the second one, how many tens? 1 and 2 tens.
Okay.
If I add one more to it, it's again having tens. So 1, 2, 3 tens. And now we have 4 separate squares, a different colored squares.
That is unit.
Unit block.
That is the unit
So
blocks.
can you just put this unit block on each this the division of 10, and you can prove that yes, this unit block is same as the unit is divided this rod into it, right? So this is what children are going to investigate. Okay. Next, I discover what you have discovered, that 34 unit blocks, 34 unit blocks makes 34, right? This you will have 10 unit blocks, again 10 units blocks, again 10 units blocks, and then 4 extra unit blocks, which makes how many unit blocks? 34. Yes. What? Now imagine how differently you can represent this 34 in terms of these Dean's block. Kaise? What are the different way? Imagine. This is the standard representation of 34, right? But I'm asking you to imagine. आप imagine करो कि आप और कैसे differently you can represent this 34 using these Dean's blocks only, or anything else. कुछ और भी दिखा के you can represent. Imagine. Popsicles. Okay. Popsicles को कैसे दिखाओगे आप? You are going to place 34 popsicles in a row. Yeah, I can. It is in my imagination. I can replace that 34 popsicles in a row. I can show you, yes, or vertically I can place. वो गलत तो नहीं होगा, right? What else? Bunch of 10 together make 110. Okay. Kidney beans, correct. How are you going to represent kidney beans?
Ma'am, we can take kidney beans and chickpeas. Set of 10 kidney beans in a...
Imagine differently. This is already group of 10. Imagine differently.
So with the 10 kidney beans, we can make a flour.
Okay, Yusra ma'am has said that making a pyramid with the help of glasses. Glasses means disposable, not the metallic or the glass one. Okay, yeah, I accept that, and they can talk about the pattern also. Now, yes, Mani ma'am, you was telling something.
Ma'am, we can make a number string by putting in the blocks in a string
Yes,
of
using
different
this.
colors, and we can segregate them like
Yes,
in string. Yes, ma'am.
yeah, yeah,
मैम
ऐसे भी
we
दिखा
can use
सकते हैं.
mala, galat
Yeah,
mala.
yes, yes. I'm asking what are the other combination can also be made to represent. जैसे मैम ने बोला 34 particles एक साथ दिखाना. It's correct. Can't we represent this 10 into two groups of 5? Yes. So let them explore. Let them investigate कि ये 34 को हम और कैसे दिखा सकते हैं. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. 6 group of 5 and 4 individuals, right? Or 1 10 का group, then 2 5 का group, then 7, then 3, then 4. Again is correct. ये गलत तो नहीं होगा ना. 34. I need to show 34, and I'm free to represent the number as my own understanding or my choice. I'm free to represent this number as per my imagination. You cannot restrict me कि 34 को ऐसे ही दिखाना है. No. That's what we talk about in maths. Maths मतलब सिर्फ एक आंसर लाना नहीं होता. Maths मतलब होता है how differently, what are the strategies you can use to get one answer, right? And when you are talking about, but yes, it's very true that counting in tens is the easiest way, right? When they are coming up with the group of 2, group of 5, group of 7, कि मैंने, yes, Huma Jafar ma'am, correct, 7 7 7 6, yes, let them explore, let them make their own combinations of numbers, groups, and at the end you just ask them which is the most easiest way to count, which is most easiest way to visualize the number. Then they will prove that counting by tens is the most easiest way and visualization is more easier, right? 10, 20, 30 and 34. जब तक आप उनको चांस नहीं दोगे एक्सप्लोर करने का, अंडरस्टैंड करने का, तब तक वो आपका होगा टू टीच नंबर, because you are teaching them the group of count in group of tens, but they need to understand, the concept counting by 10, why it is more easier and why we need to count in hundreds when we are moving towards the large numbers, right? And see, indirectly आप उनको, see, the answer Mani has given 6 6 6 6 6 plus 4, right? So indirectly we are teaching them making groups, which is the basic building block of teaching multiplication, right? हम multiplication नहीं पढ़ा रहे हैं, but they are able to visualize in number groups, right? Okay. I listen, I reflect, I improve. जैसे आप किसी की बात सुन, we reflect, we answer, we improve. Like this session, you will be able to improve, or you will be able to use this strategy in each of the number you explain to the children. आप चाहे 34 सिखाओ, चाहे 2 सिखाओ, चाहे 100 सिखाओ, you are going to use this strategy in the class कि वो किस किस तरह से इस नंबर को देखते हैं, right? And
Excuse me, Zahera ma'am.
yes,
Ma'am, your voice is not clear again, ma'am. I think
okay.
your mouthpiece is too close to your mouth. That's why some problem. Yeah.
Now, is it clear, ma'am? Sorry.
Better, ma'am, but now sound is very low.
Is it okay now?
Yes, ma'am. Now it's all right. Yes.
Sorry for the disturbance. Okay. Okay. So now we need to identify the application of this number. I act, I change, and I connect. Now, where we are going to connect this number in the real life context? how I'm going to ask them to use this 34 in their real life situation or any other subject? कैसे हम उसको कनेक्ट करा सकते हैं?
With the help of notes and points, you can tell
Yeah.
them how they can
Pardon?
purchase
Couldn't get you.
amount.
Yeah, Stuti ma'am, you were saying something.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm saying yes. We can tell them. We can connect them through the coins and notes of 10 rupee, 5 rupee
Yes,
ones.
yes.
They
We
will
can
have an
ask them to
understanding of cost.
represent the notes and coins or the same denomination, right? Or what things we can just create when we are teaching them EVS. The topic is your fruit or vegetable or about myself, my favorite toys, my favorite food items, toffees, chocolates. So how they are going to pay for that? You can label an amount for that, and then we can ask them how you are going to pay with this number you are having in your wallet, right? So this is what we can ask for them, apply the knowledge. Yeah, would like to say something?
Yes, ma'am. Like 1 to 10, I usually go like one sun is there, right? One moon and two eyes, two hands. Like number 3, flag. How many colors are in our flag? Then 4 directions, north, east, south, west. News, we can relate with that. Then 5 petals are there.
Yes.
6 dice, corners of 6 dice. Then 7 rainbow colors. Then 8, like so octopus has 8 legs.
Octopus 8.
Then 9, though we don't have 9 planets, but still we consider that,
We can
okay,
consider,
9.
yes.
And then 10 is Ravan has how many heads are there? Like this.
Yeah, that is the concrete object that you are giving them, the concrete idea, like what is 1, right? Which cannot become 2 in future, never, right? So that is what we introduce in nursery, right? But when the number increases about 34, 36, 37, 38 or 40 or 50, we are unable to give them that example where they can identify. So that moment we need this manipulative. Okay, aap isko dekh lo, this is the direct one, right? Okay.
Even we ask them to count their teeth. They can get the number.
32, yeah. But at that level, when they are in grade nursery or KG, they have 5 or 6 or 10 or 12, right? Not more than that. Okay. Okay. So it's my suggestions. Okay. You need to have a maths working wall in your classroom, because when we teach EVS, maths, or language, we do have a word wall. We should have a word wall. But what about the math concept? That should also be gone to the students in amalgamation, right? What is concrete? Like use a real life representation of the concrete, which children can see, touch, and feel, right? So if you are using 12 or 34, so keep something like beads. We keep beads over there, 34, or and then we ask them to feel, touch, 34 hota kitna hai, 12 hota kitna hai, right? Then pictorial representation, then we have asked them to represent this in terms of dots or stick or any picture. If they are very good artistic in their drawing, they can draw flowers or petals, right? Then abstract, ask them to represent these concrete object pictorial representation in terms of numbers. They should have this practice. Then only it will be easier for them to transform their knowledge from concrete to abstract, right? And then vocabulary. What are the vocabularies that are also important at this moment, right? Sorry. Oh, sorry. I got miss that slide. Okay. So like see, jab hum 12, if I'm showing them a crate of 12 eggs, so I'm asking them to use the representation using this 10 frames, right? Just culling the dots. And then what are the different ways, like addition or subtraction? We do have this topic in kindergarten, like senior KG. It's called number bond, right? So 11 plus 1, they can represent as 12, or 1 plus 11. Or if I ask them to represent in terms of subtraction, so they can do it like 12 minus 11 is equals to 1, or 12 minus 1 is equals to 11. So these are the things that Once you have done with this concept, then only you can ask them to represent this thing in the your maths working wall, right? So I'm just asking one question: how many number bond does a digit from 0 to 9, whatever digit we're talking about, how many number bonds does it have? If I talk about number 5, so how many number bonds does this number 5 have? Yes. Two. What are those? Pooja ma'am. Those 2, 3.
2 times 2 plus 2 plus 1. So bonding is for 2.
Number bonds, I'm talking about the number bond where you can just have the 2 number as the sum to get the answer, right? 5. Okay.
If then also it is 2 plus 3. Then we can have 2 bonds together, one of 3 and one of 2.
Right. So I'm asking how many bonds you can make. Like I'm showing you. Just see what number it is. The black dots. 5. Okay. Now, what is the combination of this 5? 4 and 1. 1 bond. 1 and 4. Second bond.
2 plus 1, 1 plus 2, 2 plus 3, 3 plus 2.
And 3. Third bond. 3 and 2. Fourth bond. Just a sec. Now, four. We have already done it. Right?
Ma'am, 5 plus 0.
Yes. 5 plus 0 and 0 plus 5. So, how many? 6. Yes. So, whatever digit we have one more than that digit number bonds. If I'm asking about 5, we'll have 6 number bond. If I'm talking about number 10, we'll have 11 number bonds. If I about 12, we'll have how many number bonds?
13 number bonds.
30, yes. So
13.
it will be easier for, like, this is, you can say, the basic of the arithmetic progression and the geometric progression or the algebraic pattern when they are going to have in a grade like grade 5 onwards, 6 onwards, right? So this is the basics that we are teaching them without letting them know the big backgrounds, right? ये arithmetic progression है, algebra है, right? Okay. So now I'm just moving towards the usage of with the activities like shape and color kit. So we can use, I have shown you the usage, but you can ask them to create a story once they have done a design or the pattern, and now ask them to talk about that design, talk about or make a story or poem. Art integrations, contouring, kinesthetic में fun with shapes, 4 corners and fire in the mountain. These are the few examples of activities that we do play in the classroom with pre-primary students, right? Like 4 corners. How I'm going to integrate this activity with a shape and color kit? 4 corners, any idea? Four corners is an activity. How I'm going to use this 4 corner activity with shape and color kit? Shape and color kit से हम कैसे करेंगे? What we suggest, like, make 4 corners of your classroom, और हर corner में you just stick one shape. एक corner पे square, एक corner पे circle, एक corner पे triangle, and ask them divide them into big groups first. दो group में बांट दीजिए, and then first group को give some time, 30 seconds or 1 minute, and ask them how many how many objects from their classroom they can gather and put that corner. Put those things as per the shape that you have stuck on the wall. Four corner में जो आपने shapes लगाए हैं, they need to search for those objects and they need to put those objects at that corner only. So whatever shapes they are, things they are picking up, it should be correctly placed on the corners. And once both the teams have done, calculate the number of objects who have done correctly, they become the winner, right? Here you can assess also कि किस बच्चे को अभी भी shapes को लेके, concept के लेके they have doubts, right? So in this way you can play 4 corners. Okay, fire in the mountain. Any idea? Fire in the mountain. These are some like physical motor development activities which is integrated with the right. ये बच्चों को हमें muscles strengthen करने के लिए we do have this kind of activities where they jump, they play, they swing, right? But these activities should not be aimless, objectiveless. It should be integrated with your core subject concepts. So fire in the mountain, these are the games that you can just ask fire in the mountain. Yes, anybody was?
Yes.
Yeah,
fire in the mountain, I suppose, like the facilitator says fire on the mountain and then says a number, run. Maybe 5 or 3, and they have to group immediately into 5s or 2s or 3s, whatever number is said by the facilitator.
Yeah, that is dealing with numbers, and with shapes they can also ask them to group 4 squares. First divide the shapes among them, let them have one shape in their hand. And now when you're talking about, like you are calling out fire in the mountain, run, and group 4 circles. So whosoever has holding the circle, they will create a 4 group, right? So in this way, you can have this activity also, right?
Yes, certainly. Good takeaway.
Ma'am, I used to take in the class this activity fire in the mountain.
Yes.
And for greater and smaller also, no, we can take for that lesser and greater than that also. It's very helpful.
These are the classic activities that we have been using, but we can use these activities not for only numbers. We can do a lot of experiment with these activities or games, right? And children love to do this. Okay, so this is one of the video that we show. I'm not showing over here because to introduce the color to the children. What are the primary colors and the secondary colors? I'm not showing this video right now. Okay, now gear up with the counting string. So how differently, what are the different ways we can use this counting string to teach students or make them the concept clear about the numbers? So first of all, the first one is your, quantification, right? Tactile, visual, and logical. Okay, so tactile means I can just feel it, touch it. Visual I can see, and logical, right? What if I take away these 4 beads? First of all, what is the number? Any one of you, please unmute yourself. Anyone? Only one person.
It's 22.
22. Okay. What if I take away this 4 beads?
18.
It will remain 18. Okay. I say that this 18 is more than this 4. Am I right?
Yes.
What make you say that? What make you say that?
Ma'am, the visualization.
Equalization.
4 is lesser and the 18 is
Yes. If I investigate or prove, if I prove my point, I can place this 4 over here like this, and I can show you that 4 is still here only. It's not here. So I can give you the logic, the way Munni ma'am has told that this 4 is very less than tall, long and short. The concept is long and short, the integration of pre-number concept. This is long, this is short, right? Okay, so if I ask you, tell me, how many different ways you can tell me this number? This number is 12. Yes. Yes, ma'am.
10 plus 10 plus 2.
Yes. Correct.
20 plus 2.
Yes. Correct.
2 tens and 2 ones.
Correct. 10 plus 12 is also
12
correct.
plus 10, yes, ma'am.
11 plus 11.
Yes. 11 plus 11. And
0 plus 22.
0 plus 22. What else? It is more than 20.
It's 23. We can make sets, na? Bonds. The number is 22.
Yes.
So we
22, 23. Yes. This number has 23 number bonds. Correct. Okay. This is 1 less than 23. Right? This number comes before 23. This number
comes after 22. What?
20, 21. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
This number comes in between 20.
Yes. 20 and 23. 21 and 23.
Yes.
Yes. See,
this number is greater than.
Yes, this number is greater than 10, greater than 12, greater than 8. So, one number, so many concepts. आपने place value भी बोला, आपने addition subtraction भी बोला, counting in groups भी बोला, number bond भी बोला, right? You have compared also. You give me the before and after, backward and forward counting also. So एक number में आप सारे concepts को clear कर सकते हो. It doesn't mean कि आप पहले number पढ़ा लो, then you need to talk about more or less before after ordering. No, you can go hand in hand, right?
Identification of numbers also we can do along with the flashcards, number cards.
Sure,
they will take
sure.
out these and they will show the number 4 card, ma'am.
Yes, that you are showing this, and after that you can ask, show me or represent the number in the using these cards, right? You can ask them, or you can show them this and ask them, show on these beads. बताओ ये कहाँ दिखाऊं? Can anybody please show me this number on your beads? अपने beads पे नंबर दिखाइए मुझे. कहाँ है ये नंबर? Thank you, ma'am, reminding me the use of this flashcard. Show me this number on your bead. अपने bead पे नंबर दिखाइए मुझे. Yes.
Ma'am, the whole string is.
Yes, the whole string. This is 100 ka square. Yes. Now this one.
Forty, ma'am.
Yes, four
40.
Okay. Now this one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 46.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. This
4 tens and yes.
4 tens and 6 ones.
Yes. So in this way, you can ask them, ki, show me 2 more than this number. Now, thoda sa isko aapko modify karna. You have to manipulate. If the children are very, like you are very easily finding this numbers, so make it more difficult. I can ask, please find 5 more than this number. Show me 5 more than this number.
51.
Yes. So 5 group of 10s and 1. Right. Correct. So in this way, you can use this manipulative, right? We have this tens frame also in flashcards.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So once your children are very much acquainted with the use of this manipulative, this one, this counting string, we suggest kindly take out the beads and make the group of 5s and divide this 100 beads into group of 5. Isko 5 mein divide kar lo, right? So it will be easier, like to teach them counting in 5 groups also.
20.
Once they are done with this, then only, then move
table
to
of 5 as well.
Yes, table of 2. Then 1 week ke baad, we just group it into 2, then group it into 3. So it will give them the clear visualization of counting by 2, counting by 3, counting by 4 or 5, whatever we want them to learn, right? Okay. Dean's blocks, we have already talked about, right? So just give me the answer. What is the first number?
11.
Okay. Third?
13.
Third
is
12.
12.
Sixth one?
Sixth one.
Sixth is 14.
14.
Sixth one. 14. Okay, 14. Correct.
16 next.
16.
Yes.
The last is 20.
So you will find all these kind of activities in your books as well, right? Okay. This is another game, the dice, that you can roll a dice and play. Use all the materials that you have. It's not that, बस आपको एक dice की ज़रूरत होगी, and after that you can manipulate with any manipulative. You are not restricted to use only Dean's block या फिर tens frame. आपको जो मर्जी use करना है, but you need to have a dice. Right? Okay. Like it has been seen that बच्चे बहुत छोटे होते हैं. They, sorry, I think so. Yeah. So we can have this kind of activity in between the sessions, class में कर सकते हैं, so that they will be recapitulating the number with the help of these exercises. So we call it as a brain breaks, right? Like you call out a name and ask them to do 5 push-ups, and rest of you please follow or count or verify whether he or she is making the correct number move or not, right? Okay. Now 10 frame, we have already talked about like building sets, roll and build, 10 frame flash, dice math, or 10 frame tricks, 10 frame flash. Okay, now I'm just, what is 10 frame flash? ठीक है? एक flash में मैं आपको दिखाऊंगी, just tell me what is the number and how differently you can tell me about that number. ठीक है? बस कुछ सेकंड के लिए मैं दिखाऊंगी आपको. Tell me. What was the number?
6.
Ma'am, it's 4.
You can say 6. You can say 6.
6
You can
or
say
4,
4.
ma'am.
4 plus
4
2.
will be the 6.
4. Okay. Okay. It's a memory kind of memory game, right?
Yes. 4 plus 2.
Again, I'm showing you because you missed out something, the whole. Don't forget to count the holes as well. Holes give you the clear idea कि एक tens frame में 10 होते हैं, कितने holes दिख रहे हैं. Holes
That is what I said. 6 and 4. 6 holes were there and 4 were there. 4 blocks were already there.
No, see, only 2 holes were there.
Yes, that's why I said 4 plus 2.
4 plus 2 is also 2, 4. It means 8 dots are here. 8 dots, 4 plus 4.
Okay, those white color.
Yes. I told you, na, just take an eye, keep an eye on this holes. Holes matlab counters nahi hai, right? But rest of them have the counters, right? फिर से मैं दिखाती हूँ आपको. Maybe it's a black one. That's why you're not able to see properly.
Ma'am, pin yourself. Ma'am, pin yourself. So that I can
Ma'am, if
see.
you could stop sharing and just pin yourself.
Okay, just
yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Just see. Now tell me, what is the number?
4 plus 4. No, 6 plus 4. 6 plus 4.
No. 6 plus 4. It wants what sense? You saw six circles and 4 empty frames, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I accept that. What else? किसी और ने देखा?
7 plus 3.
7 plus 3. Okay. Yes.
And once again, very quickly, please.
Okay.
Four plus 6.
4. 4.
I'm not talking about the empty frames. I'm talking about only the frame that has the, whether it's black or white. Whatever.
5 and 1. 5 and 1.
5 and 1. Okay, correct.
5 white and 1 black.
Yes, that was 6. Right?
6.
6 था वहां पे.
Five circles.
3 and 5. Yes, 5.
Was there any combination or bond?
No, ma'am. 5 blank and 5 white.
Yeah.
5 plus 5.
So this is what we call 10 frame flash. Right? Okay. So in this way, you can use this 10 frames to give them idea or represent the number bond, right? The big number, how they can represent, right? Using this pictorial representation, 3 circle. The first circle would be the bigger one, which will talk about the whole number, and the 2 small circles will talk about the part of that number, right? Okay. Now, what things we are providing are like flip books, lesson plans, assessment, games and puzzles, and virtual manipulatives. So I was told to explain you about the virtual manipulative as well, right? So till here, do you have any queries or anything that you want me to show you again? So I'll be happy to share. And then we'll move to the digital or the virtual manipulative that we have. Savita ma'am, please.
Ma'am, yeah, I'll just ask teachers if you don't have any query, please show thumbs up so that we can proceed further. Teachers, please use reaction button to show thumbs up so that we can proceed further. If you don't have any query, please show thumbs up.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am, I think everybody has understood you well. Now we can move ahead.
Now let me know whether this screen is visible where you can see the digital manipulatives. Yes? Okay. So this app you need to download whatever system you are going to use to teach, whether it's your mobile or the system or the smart board that you're using in the classroom. Then you need to put your mobile number into it. and you will get a notification OTP. Fill that OTP in that, and this screen will open. Right now, this is Unifix blocks. There are more than 12 manipulative that you can use in your pre-primary class. We do have simulations and more like manipulative, which is not
you have to write on the URL, ma'am, for this app.
That we will share with the teacher schools, right?
Okay.
That will be unique for the school, right? And then school will just allow you to download that app and send your mobile number. Okay. Now there are few manipulatives which are not meant for pre-primary. Those are meant for primary, like simulation, and there's like 10-gram, and these Dean's blocks, 1,000 blocks. But these Unifix blocks, tens frame, the rec and rec beats, these dice also you can use, right? Tens frame, this spinner also you can use, and that's it for pre-primary. Okay, now I'm showing you how we are going to use this. Now if I show you this blocks, so you can use this block to teach the number bond concept, on comparison, or the counting, like quantification, order, whatever number, or the grouping, right? Now I have dragged few blocks. Okay, now just tell me, what do you see, what do you think, and what do you wonder? What do you see?
I can see there are 4 erasers having sets of 2 and 3.
Accepted. Yes. I can see blocks of different color. Yes, colored blocks, or eraser is also correct, right? Because I have not yet explained you what exactly these blocks are. So whatever interpretation you can make, you are free to make, right? So I can see 4 towers of, these are called unifix blocks. You can just fix one block to the other to make a tower, right? So I can see 4 blocks, 2 blocks of 2 like 2 towers of 2 blocks, and 2 towers of 3 blocks, right? So what else? I can see that these 2 and this 2 are same, but colors are different. It has blue and purple, it has light blue and red. Again, similarly in this 3 also I can see different color, but the quantification remain same, right? So whatever answer you are getting from the students, you can just write it over here like this. You can scribble over here. When you are taking online class, it's very helpful, right? So they can give you the answer. Yes, I can see these 2 are same and this 3 are different. You can teach addition, subtraction, right? Comparison, order, anything using these blocks. But I think so in senior KG, they will find it very much like easier for them. It's very easy for them because they have already done the addition part. They know the quantification using the Dean's block and all. So this is for like, for, you can say, for kindergarten, like pre-nursery, right? Tens frame, whatever tens frame we were using in like in physical, you can use here also, right? Okay. Now tell me how these 2 10 frames are same and how they are different. Are they same?
Yes, they are same, but in first, I think so grouping can be done 3 plus 2 and there 5.
Yes, same because both the frames have 5 circles, right? What is the difference?
And difference is that first is the grouping and second is the color and third, they are not in the same order.
Yes, the first frame has all 5 circles of the dots in a row, but they are in jumble up manner, right? Okay. Now, sorry. Now tell me the difference.
Same in red one, they all are in one row and they are same color. And in B, they have numbers are same, but the colors are different.
Different. Here we can clearly can see the number bond of 5. 2 number bond of 5. Right? Yes. The combinations are really visible, right? Here the combinations are there, but they are not visible because here we need to have a 0 to represent this, right? But here we can see that 2 plus 3 or 3 plus 2 make 5. Here all the 5 blocks are of same color.
Pratima
Yes.
ma'am, please mute yourself. Pratima ma'am. Pratima ma'am, please mute yourself.
Now, how many more circles do you need to make it that make the third frame same as of the above 2?
3 more.
3 more. What color?
One
yellow.
One yellow and 2 red.
And
1 yellow or 2 red to make similar as the second one, right? Okay.
Right.
Now, how many do you need to make the fourth one same as the first frame?
2 red circles.
2 red
circles.
This is first, second, third, and fourth. The way I have dragged the frames in that order, I'm just mentioning the numbers. This is first one, second, third, and fourth. So, how many more
7
circles?
red.
Yes, 7 red or 7 yellow, whatever number color you can pick, right? So, in this way, you can use this tense frame. Okay. Now, how to use this? Reckon rate. So, when the beads are at the right side of this rack, we say these are at rest, right? When we move from right to left, now it is active and we count these beads, not the right ones. So what number you can see on this rack?
4.
Yes, 4.
4.
Now
active. 5.
Now
9.
Active. I'm talking about the active. Now
9.
How many?
9 active.
Yes, correct. How many less beads are there
1.
than 20?
6 are
11.
red. 6.
11.
6. 11.
11. Whatever the beads are at your right side at rest, these are the less, right? I was talking about asking you that how many beads are less in these active beads to make 20?
11.
11, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So, what number you can see?
8.
12.
8 are
Don't
less.
see the
12.
these.
12.
Yes. हाँ. हमेशा बच्चों को यही इंस्ट्रक्ट करना है. These numbers, these beads are at rest. We are not going to count this. These are the beads that is less in counting, right? So how many more beads you need to make
8.
this active beads? 20.
8.
Okay.
8.
How many beads do you need to remove to make it 7?
Ma'am, 5.
5.
Okay, 5 like this or just like this?
Just like
How?
this is really easier.
Yes. Anyway, any way you can just drag the 5. Okay. Now, no, I should leave this one. Okay. Now, what you can say about this number? Let's talk about this number. At least give me 5 or yes, 5
110.
points. Yes.
110.
110. 4 points. I need 5 points.
1 plus 9.
2.
5 plus 5.
3.
8 plus 2.
6 plus
2
4.
plus 10.
6 plus 4.
6.
Done. You
1
have
plus
used all the same concept, plus wala. But when you are expecting or talking to the children, you should use more of the other concepts as well, like more than, less than, before, after, right? So this should also be taken care while you're talking about the number.
I have one question.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, if we will teach all the concepts together, child might get confused. So it's better at a time, if we can go, the child will be more clear and he will understand. Slowly and gradually, we can take this type of thing by the end of the year. When he has all the things clear, like addition, subtraction, before and after, in between, everything is clear. Because in our school, we teach like in this manner only, like one topic at a time.
Yeah, that's what we also ask these teachers to do. But once you have already pre-number concepts, we teach before we start with the number concept or the quantification. Quantification से पहले हम pre-number कर लेते हैं. What are the basic pre-number concepts that we want the child to integrate in the number? Before, after, more, less. इतना तो कर ही सकते हैं ना हम.
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
So when we are talking about a single number, मैं nursery की बात कर रही हूँ. If I talk about nursery मान लो मैंने 10 ही introduce किया है. So can't we talk about before, after, more, less here? Yes, we can talk. Let's see which is more, which is less. We are not teaching them. We are just trying to give them the strategy that how differently they can understand, they can know this number. हम क्या करते हैं मैम, जब इंग्लिश पढ़ाते हैं ना, we talk about a lot of words first, sight words, difficult words, फिर उसको explain करते हैं so that children will be able to identify those words in the story or the poem easily, right? जब हम sound introduce करते हैं तब भी हम उसके sound के बारे में association करते हैं. We show them a lot of pictures as well, right? When we talk about EVS, we talk a lot of thing about seasons. एक season पढ़ाने के लिए हमें पूरा एक week लगता है. Why? Because we talk about the fruit that we see, we eat, the clothes we wear. Why we do a lot of these question topics discussed before you talk about a particular concept? Because we want the child to understand the thing clearly. So जब number हम पढ़ा रहे हैं, so why not talk about the number? नंबर के बारे में सिर्फ 10 क्यों कि जाओ और just pick 10 thing, go and pick 9 thing, go and bring me 7 and 1 more. तो ये more or less we are not giving them in written. हम उनको ऐसे कैलकुलेशन पढ़ा नहीं रहे, थ्योरी नहीं दे रहे हैं. We are just talking, and indirectly, believe me, they are able to add as well. See, how many beads? I'm just talking about nursery, right? How many numbers can you see here, beta? I'm talking about the children. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 5. Wonderful. What if I put more 1, 2 beads? 7. Okay. This is more, or the 5 was more. This is more. Right? So this is kind of modeling.
Ma'am, sorry to intervene in between. We are taking this concept in kindergarten also, and we have taken in the assessment also, ma'am. 40 plus 2 more is how much? We have taken in the assessment also, ma'am. We are already taking.
What we believe कि number जब हम दे रहे हैं ना, should not give them like this कि ये number है, just रट लो इसको. You should talk about that number. उसको आप अभी आप अगर आपके बुक में अगर more or less comparison या फिर ordering is given at the later on, but you talk about a single number at least, they will visualize that, they will be acquainted with the concept. आप ये नहीं बोल सकते कि हम एक साथ सारे concept नहीं पढ़ाएंगे, but you should recapitulate the concept that you have already covered in pre-number concepts. Pre-number concepts में हमने color पढ़ाया है, before after पढ़ाया है, हमने near far पढ़ाया है. Can't we use it? जब हमने 50 पढ़ा दिया, can't we use it? Which number will be far from 20, 30 or 50? कौन इससे दूर होगा? Don't you think they will be able to answer once you have cleared their concept about far and near? Near और far के जब concept आपने पढ़ा दिया है, they should aware of कि far मतलब दूर होता है, near मतलब पास होता है. They will give you the answer. This is 20 and 50 यहाँ पे. My God, this is far away from 20, right? So these are the concepts that should be integrated every now and then. Right? मैं abstract की बात नहीं कर रही हूँ. Don't get me wrong. कि आपने abstract के question दे दिए कि 12 है. Now write what is after that, what is before that, arrange them. No, I'm not talking about the abstract number at all. I'm talking about the delivery of the concept while you're using the manipulative, right? क्योंकि हम KG में carry over borrow के question सिखा देते हैं when we ask the child to add 9 plus 12. 9 plus 12. 9 plus 12 is a carry forward, like carry over वाला sums है, but they are easily comes up with the answers. 9 यहाँ पे and 12, 21, right? So these are the concepts. I'm not talking about for abstract numbers. जब तक आप बहुत ज़्यादा practice concrete से, and then as in to represent, आपने बोला 2 more than 10, let them draw.
Ma'am,
Right?
sorry to intervene, ma'am, but in kindergarten till now we are not teaching carryover sums to the learners.
That's what I'm telling
and
you.
Borrowing,
We don't have. ये syllabus में है ही नहीं, कहीं नहीं है carry over in pre-primary, है ही नहीं. But I'm telling you, when we are asking the child to add or count forward on the counting string, 11, count more, 9. So indirectly ये carry over वाले sums हैं. But we are not talking about carry over or grouping, but we are just asking them to count forward, right? 12 के बाद count forward 9 or 11 more. So 11 more, right? So in this way, we are giving them the vocabulary, not giving them in written कि आप है ना 12 और 9 को add करके दिखाओ in abstract numbers. Have till 10. हमने जो senior KG में addition, subtraction, number facts पढ़ाए हैं, that is till 10. 10 तक they need to give you the addition fact or subtraction fact. But I'm telling you कि we are indirectly we are teaching them, which they will visualize in their upcoming classes. मैंने आपको बोला कि once they are acquainted with the counting of group of tens, just इसको manipulate कीजिए and 5 का group बनाइए. Do we have multiplication or group counting, skip counting in KG? No, we don't have. But we want a child to count, to have the strategy to count in 5 as well. अगर आपके बच्चे they are able to count in tens easily, right? These are the extension. आपकी क्लास में बहुत सारे बच्चे ऐसे होंगे, they will find the activity very like below their level. They are more creative, they are more like extra, like early doers. जो फट से आपने बोला करके दिखाओ, they were sitting like what to do next. For them, use this manipulative. Don't let them sit in the class and wait for the rest of the students to complete the activity, right? So these are the suggestions and these are the extension of the activities you can do, right? Okay. This is math balance comparison also you can do it, right? ठीक है. Two and 5. what numbers will make 2 and 5 equal? 7, right? Or if I just take it away, so can you see which side is down, is heavier or bigger? So I can just put a
Left side.
symbol here, the visualization of comparison, right? And do it here, explain them, and then let them explore how differently they can do. We have this dice, right? So these are the number dice, and those are the sound letter dice. What number you can see?
11.
Yes. How many more number do you need to make it 20?
15.
15. How many number bonds this number will have?
9. 9.
See, I'm assessing one concept at one time, right? Give me the number, like 2 addition fact and 2 subtraction fact for this number.
4 plus 1.
4 minus 1.
3.
3 plus
4
2
minus 1.
minus 1.
Addition, one fraction. One
5
addition, one
minus
subtraction.
5
3
minus
plus
1
2.
plus 4.
5
Yes.
minus 2.
Yes, yes. So in this way you can play. Okay. Okay. Yeah, spinner. Show number color. Spin.
10. 1.
Okay. So show me, right now though it's 1 only, right? So show me one number around you like this, you can ask, or you can just ask like this. What number comes before 6?
5.
5.
5. Okay. Now, what is like the spelling of this digit?
SIX.
Okay. How many more do you need to make it 50?
42.
42.
44.
44.
44.
बहुत ज्यादा हाई हो गया क्योंकि मैं छोटे छोटे 1 डिजिट की बात करते करते एकदम से I went to the 2 digit number. Yeah. Okay.
8.
Now, show me 8 representing any picture.
Octopus.
Octopus.
Octopus. The 8 legs of octopus.
8 fingers.
8 fingers. Okay.
Octagon.
Octagon, like the shape. Yes. The sides of 2 squares. एक square, एक और square. The sides of 2 squares. Okay. Okay. So here we have shapes, color for primary. Shapes here you can create design as well, right? And you can ask the students also to create what they can create. They can draw, right? Maybe it is not possible for them to just drag this system, right? But they can create by drawing it. So these are the digital or the virtual manipulative you can have, or you can explain using these. Okay. So anything else apart from these usage and the strategy that I have shared in here in the session you would like me to talk about? Number line is also very important tool. Like why we teach number counting or addition subtraction using this counting string. हम क्यों सिखाते हैं? We have Beans block, तो इसकी जरूरत क्या है? Here also they can touch and feel. And why do we need this counting string? Any input? Use counting string की.
the tactile, for developing their tactile skills?
Yeah, I can touch this also, I can feel it, right? Long and short. But why do I have to practice with counting string also? Or Dean's block say pehle, we want you to use this counting string.
Because it is easy to move the beats. It is easy to move the beats and it makes the counting easy for a child.
Yeah.
It's all in us.
Color segregation is there, ma'am. Count by tens. Color segregation,
Yes,
count by tens
yes.
is there.
Yes. Or
that is there. Moreover, it's in a string. They need not take it out or move.
No, each set is of 10. Red is 10, white
yes,
is 10.
yeah.
So it's easy
very
for them
much
to count.
visible, the group
Yeah.
of tens. Yes. And one more important thing, as a teacher or educator, we must have experience कि जब हम बच्चों को बिफोर आफ्टर के क्वेश्चंस देते हैं पेपर पे, what comes after 22, what comes before 30, they most of them have this misconception that 22 के बाद 32 आता है, 30 से पहले 20 आता है, because we have a habit of writing the numbers in vertical form, right? 1 से 10, 11 से 20, 21 से 30. So when they are going to visualize the number, they visualize that vertical lines, right? But when we have a practice of counting from left to right, we induce this concept that when we count from left to right, the number increases. When we move beats from right to left, the number decreases. So we can count the number in horizontal line as well, right? Vertical में ऊपर से जब नीचे आते हैं हम, number increase. When we go from bottom to top, the number decreases, right? Similarly, we need to teach them horizontally as well. That's why we have number line. And to represent a number line is the pictorial representation of this concrete object, right? So when you are counting, practicing counting 12, 12 के बाद 13, 13 के बाद 14. So it is very easy for them to visualize what comes after 14. It's 15. After means we need to move from left to right. Before means we need to move from right to left. So it will give them the clear picture, the visualization of before after number, right? Got it? That's why we have this concrete object to model the pictorial representation of this beads. Number line 0 to 20. Yeah. Okay. If I count, I have 0 plus 5. Now if I move more, if I move one more, it's 6. Okay, if I have 12, then how much do I need to add in 6? 6 more. If I would like to reach till 15, so how much do I need to add?
3
so
more.
3 more. Right. Now I would like to go to 8 from 15. How much do I need to subtract? 7. Right. Now I would like to move to 3. So 8 से हमें कितना minus करना है? -5. I'm showing you all the concepts is one line, but you should not do like this. You should go for one by one. Like अगर आप addition सिखा रहे हो, accounting forward सिखा रहे हो, तो you should take only one example, and you can set the number range from here. Like I selected 0 to 20. I can take it from 0 to 50 as well. Okay. And you have this cursor on top. You can just drag it and see all the numbers till 50. Right? Now, I have 7. मैं 7 पे हूँ. Now random counting. I'm on 7. How many steps do I need to take to reach 16? Just click on
9.
16 and check. Yes. Right? Like this, you can have the practice. These are the practice, right? When you're teaching, you can teach like counting by 1, counting by 2, the pattern, right? But until and unless you have done this, a lot of practice with this, then only move to this number line, right? Not before that.
Ma'am, can like Fitdraw app, can we have this app also on our smart board?
Yeah, you can. इसको आप स्मार्ट बोर्ड पे भी ले सकते हो. You can even have on mobile also. अगर आप online class from your mobile you are taking, you can.
No, in the class we can use easily now, because as Fitdraw app we are using, this also we can use.
Yes,
it will be helpful for us.
Yes, you can use, ma'am. Okay, so I've done my part. Now, if you have any query, please feel free to ask. I'm happy to answer your queries.
It was a wonderful session, ma'am. Actually, we are going to take up most of the activities in the class in this manner only.
Actually, hota kya, ma'am? We think these children are very small. We should not talk about more about that number, but nay, numbers should be talked about in the class. We take it as a name like number talk. जैसे हम concept को पढ़ाने के लिए we take lot of many like objects from real life situations and we talk about that things. तो number के लिए भी हमें use करना है. It's not that all concepts have been covered in one number. No, we are integrating the pre-number concepts.
Earlier, as I was not taking math, but I used to get to know like children are more confused in before and after.
Yes, this is the reason.
This is going to
mostly
be very
before.
Yeah,
I agree.
This is going to be very helpful for that.
Like the number with 1 and the number with 0. Always they get confused. कि 40 के बाद क्या आएगा, right?
Ma'am, tens and ones is also very confusing for the children.
Yes.
And they are in the habit of writing tens and ones in one box.
Yes. And most of the time they use the strategy कि भैया right वाला number always will come under O and this is T, right? This happens because we continue telling the numbers in their numbers face value only. That is the problem. We should talk about every now and then about the face value of that number. अब मैं एक छोटा सा example लेती हूँ. In grade 1, we talk about the simple multiplication. 12 multiplied by 3. So when we ask them to multiply, we say 3 multiplied by 2 gives you 6, and then 3 multiplied by 1. But why we are saying that 1? That is not 1, that is 10. So we should have a habit of talking or taking the number, the value of that number every now and then when we are doing operations with that numbers. Number ki jab bhi operations kare, please use the place value of that number. It will be easier for them to visualize. क्योंकि हम जब पढ़ा रहे हैं, we are using a lot of manipulatives to give them the clear idea about the number. तो जब बच्चे को habit हो गई उस number को tens and ones में देखने की, so when they are adding, subtracting, multiplying, please take that number as they are visualizing that number.
So in the presets, they were already using those tally lines.
Yeah.
This is really very useful and informative session.
Thank you.
Interesting activities. Gauge the children's attention, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay, now can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes. Dear Zahera, on everybody's behalf, please accept our sincere appreciation for the outstanding presentation. It was a great learning process. Yes, emphasis on thought-provoking questions and preparing the maths working wall are to be implemented immediately. Isn't it, teachers? What do you say? To be implemented immediately? Can I have a big yes? So I sincerely hope, dear teachers, that you will certainly implement these hands-on activities in your classroom to make the learning process effective, isn't it? So we may give a loud round of applause for Zahera, shall we? May we?
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. It's my pleasure. Teachers are already like they're also very like cooperative and they are like keen to learn. I can see the audience. They see that presentation will be successful when the audience are like ready to accept, ready to understand, and ready to like accept the things that I'm going to deliver in this session. It's really means a lot to me, ma'am. Thank you you all. Sharing your
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, dear.
And the best thing is every child will be carrying these kids. Every child will be able to participate.
Yeah, that's what the essence of active pedagogy is.
Learning by doing. That is the best thing.
Yeah.
Dear teachers, the link of the feedback form has been shared in the chat box. Kindly fill the form and submit it by 5 p.m. today. And kindly those who have not filled the attendance form, fill the attendance form also.
Thank you, Zahera ma'am. Thank you so much for such enriching session. Thank you, ma'am. And thank you, teachers. Please fill your attendance slip and the feedback form. It's required. I hope you all can see both the forms in the chat box. Please fill it up and then leave the meeting. Shweta ma'am, you're not able to see the forms?
No, ma'am.
Savita ma'am, if you could post the exit ticket form in the in charges group.
Yes, exit. Yes, ma'am. Exit ticket I will post in the in charges group, but attendance form you have to fill here only.
Attendance done, ma'am. Attendance done. Everybody.
Yeah.
Ma'am, can you please share it once again?
Ma'am, Kirti ma'am has again sent it. Can you see it now? Shweta ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, teachers. If you have filled the attendance sheet, you can leave. Thank you so much for attending and being so receptive. Thanks a lot.